Good afternoon. How are you guys doing today? Again, I'm exhausted. I've been up since 3 o'clock this morning, so I'm ready for bed. So some of you guys really need to take a break and take a time out, and if it's nice enough, go outside, take a walk, go in the water, wherever you're at. But it's important for you to get balanced and have that meditative feeling with spirit. Now, some of you are dealing with a relationship that's probably coming to an end, and it's to provide healing. But in the process of healing, you need to be compassionate with yourself when you're doing this. Show compassion for the situation, show compassion for the other individual, because if there's really feelings between you and the other individual, or even if it's one-sided, you still want to be compassionate to other people because you would want the same in exchange, okay? But this ending is meant to happen because it's going to provide you healing. So if it's already happened, that's why it happened, because you're meant to heal. And sometimes we don't learn the easy way, we learn the hard way, and that's through pain. So your spirit's going to get whatever lessons you need to learn to you, however they need to get it to you. So if your lesson is, hey, you got to be heartbroken to get your shit together, that's what your spirit's going to bring to you, is shit that's going to break your heart until you figure out what it is that needs to get fixed. Now, they want you to know that you have everything that you need. You don't need a bunch of other people. You don't need anyone else to get you to where you need to go. You are fully capable of fulfilling any and everything that you want to do. Okay, because some of you, it's showing that there is going to be a move from one place to another. Others of you, it's showing that there's if you've had blockages, then the blockages are going to be released. You're going to be able to see clearly and think clearly and make the necessary decisions. So if those of you that are moving, then that's what that means, is you're fully capable of moving to where you need to go and taking care of yourself and doing what you need to do. And others of you, it's having that mental clarity of, I'm trying to think of the way to say this. You found home. Like the person that maybe you found someone that makes you feel like you're at home, where you're comfortable being who you truly are and you don't have to hide yourself. So however it goes, it's showing that you're fully capable, okay? So whatever ended was meant to end, and now you're moving into something else. Spirit wants you to show appreciation, because it's easy for us to focus on the bad things. It's easier for us to be like, damn, that didn't go how I wanted, or, oh, this happened, this was shitty today and it ruined our whole day, instead of focusing on the beauty of everything that you do have, because there's so many people in the world that don't have a portion of what you have right now. And once you switch the way you view things, the way you view life, your whole life starts to change. You start noticing the more positive things and not focusing so much on the bad things, because Spirit's saying that there is victory in whatever it is that you're trying to do, and you are very intuitive and you have gifts that are going to start unfolding, and they're going to begin to unfold when you start showing your appreciation for anything. I mean, shit, waking up is a great thing. Having a home, having hot water. There's places that don't have any of this. So be grateful for these things, because that's what's going to shift everything in your life, okay? When you start shifting going with appreciation, praying in the morning, whatever it is, that's what you need to do, because they're saying you do have gifts that are going to be fulfilled. They're coming into fruition. So if you've been spiritually working on yourself and trying to get it together, it's going to start unfolding. But appreciation is the key here. Now, some of you have been dealing with a few things that you feel like you feel defeated, but you're not really defeated. Spirit wants you to look at the situations you've been going through and be compassionate in regards to that. Hi Janine, how you doing today? I'm glad you caught me too. I'm tired as all hell. I'm like, do I really want to do this? But whatever it is you've been going through right now, look at it with compassion for yourself and also compassion for the other person. Regardless if you like them or you don't like them, or whatever your feelings are towards the other individual, it's always good to treat people as if they were you, okay? Because that's going to help you to bring balance. And once that starts happening, you're going to start gaining material. It's like money, houses, whatever it is that you're working towards, that's what's going to start coming to you. But you need to take time and meditate and spend time alone and take a time out from the world. I mean, some of us are still in time out. But it's necessary to take that time off, okay? And just be considerate of other people, because what you send out is what you're going to get back. So if you send people toxic, negative, hateful energy, you're only hurting yourself, because that's what you're going to get back. Oh, I'm glad you're better. Are you in Florida, or where are you at now? I know, I missed you guys too. Listen, my shit was terrible. I don't even have the words. It was terrible. So just spend time alone, get yourself together, because whatever it is that you're going through, it's going to lead you to something better. Now, for those of you, it's necessary to go with the flow of what's happening in your life right now. And sometimes it's hard because in our minds, it's, oh, that's awesome. You move? I forgot. I don't remember. And it's still hot as shit out there. I looked at the temperature. I was like, I can't do 90 degrees. So you have to appreciate what's happening right now. Take life for what it is and just flow with it. The more resistance you put into it, the harder your life's going to be, the harder it's going to be for you to get to where it is you're trying to go. Okay? You can't change situations. Let's say you had a falling out with someone, and you're okay, you're ready to forgive and get over it, and they're still pissed off at you, you can't pressure that person into forgiving you and making peace with you, because everybody has their own feelings and everybody has their own way of dealing with things and their own time frame. So you have to respect that. And it's with anything in life. Everything is synchronistic. I always say it's like a big play. Everybody has to play their part in order for everything to fall into place. So you do what you're ready to do. Like I did all this and I'm ready. Now you're waiting for somebody over here to do their part and be ready, and over here, and once all of that happens, everything falls into place. So just because you can't see anything unfolding, it's happening. You just can't see it. So just accept what is, and understand when you get blocked from something, it's a blessing. Okay, don't look at it as, oh, I missed out on this, or this is shitty. Look at it as if this was protecting me from something. This is taking me to something better that I deserve, okay? And they're saying that you need to be confident within yourself, with who you are as an individual. Don't try to be like everyone else, because you're not everyone else. You are you, and I am me. Nobody can be me, and I can't be you. It's just never going to happen that way. So appreciate that. Appreciate your uniqueness. Appreciate what you have to offer and what you bring to the table, okay? That is very important, because when you start doing this, they're showing that there's going to be new beginnings. And some of you might be seeing 111, 666. It's so many fucking numbers. But if you are, just focus on what, there's 4 ones here right now. So you're going to have a new beginning. But you need to be who you are and trust yourself, okay? And some of you are coming out of being heartbroken, having something not working out how you wanted it to, something that devastated you. Oh, girl, it's cold as shit. The weather is terrible. Yeah, 11/11. I've been seeing all of the numbers. So for those of you that have been coming out of a broken heart, understand that the broken heart was necessary. It was necessary to trigger something inside of you, because maybe you were closed off, maybe you've been isolated, maybe you haven't opened up emotionally to anyone in a long time, and then when you did, it was just to trigger deeper healing. So like I said, don't look at everything as it's a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. You know, it sucks and it hurts, but understand your spirit wants you to heal from these things, and they have to find a way to do it, because a lot of us are stubborn and don't want to heal anything. We just like, I'll deal with it later and just shove it down as far as we can. So this is what's been keeping you tied up, because you're afraid of being hurt again, or you just don't want to move forward. But Spirit's showing, once you deal with this, you deal with the heartbreak, and you allow yourself to open up again, and you allow yourself to be loved, because really it comes into us allowing ourselves to be loved and believing that we're lovable. You're going to have a new beginning. Everything's going to start working out for you. And some of you have been in kind of like just stuck, like not moving, not wanting to do anything, like hermit mode. I go into that a lot. It's my favorite place to be. But again, I have heartbreak 2 times here. It's confirmed. But they're showing me that it was destined, and they want you to know that you are the creator of your world. You create what it is that you want. So when you're stuck and you're focusing on the heartbreak and the pain, then you're creating more toxic emotions, more negativity that's going to bring you down further, as opposed to focusing on what did I learn from this and how can I avoid going through this again in my lifetime. You have to change your perspective. And some of you might be in school or taking a time out from school. And others of you have to be open to learning. Hi, Dory. How are you? I missed you too. You have to be open to learning, okay? So some of you, there might be a spiritual teacher that's going to be coming up for you guys, that's going to present themselves to you. Be open to learning. And don't be shut off if somebody's younger than you that's trying to teach you something, you know, because you'd be like, oh, I don't need this kid teaching me shit. You'd be surprised at how much you learn. My kids teach me shit every day, and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm glad I have y'all, because I'd just be completely out the loop. But look at yourself. When you look at yourself, you see how far you've come in your life. See how much you've done. See how much you've changed. Appreciate that. Appreciate how far you've come in your life, and understand that people are mirrors of us. So if someone is triggering you, there is something within you that you want to heal, that needs to get fixed, and you have to figure out what these things are in order to find complete healing. So when all of this is occurring, just kind of like, don't be afraid to take a time out. But some of you have been in a really just stuck because of this heartbreak situation. So you're going to be prosperous, whatever it is. If it's going into a new relationship that you're terrified of opening up to, you're going to be successful in it. If it's going into a new business venture, whatever it is that you've been keeping yourself stuck from, it's going to be successful, okay? But allow yourself to learn more. If there's something that you're not sure about, or you don't have enough information, go and educate yourself. Find someone to help you get educated on it if you need it. But be open, okay? And don't be so judgmental or quick to close people. Just shut people off like, I don't want to hear your shit. Now, others of you are in denial. And again, it goes to the accepting what is right now, what's happening right now, instead of fighting everything and being in denial about it. So again, if you had a relationship end, then it was probably necessary that it ended. So don't be afraid of just letting it be, okay? Because when you're coming from a place of denial and you're not accepting what is, what's in your face, it makes it harder for you to heal, because you're holding on to some type of false hope. You're hoping something changes, when in reality it's never going to change. It's kind of like, this is what it is, this is what it has been, and you have to come to acceptance with it, okay? And it's really hard. You can't deny that. And sometimes it takes time, for things to change. Like I said, everybody's on a different schedule. We're on Spirit's schedule. We think we're on our own, but we're really on Spirit's time. So it's requiring you to have patience, because some of you, there is going to be communication that's coming in, something that's probably been long awaited. So if you've been talking to yourself and saying, oh, I'm never going to hear from this person again, or I've been waiting forever and I still haven't heard from them, it's coming, okay? But maybe they're the one that went through the heartbreak and they have to figure themselves out before they make those steps. So just be open to these things, okay? And allow life to happen as it's meant to. And as long as you don't take it personally, it's easier to accept it when you I don't know, I'm having a hard time accepting reality as it is right now, because this whole fucking year has been unreal to me. But when you start accepting, you don't get as frustrated, because you're just like, oh, well, everything's happening as it's meant to. This is going to be good. This is protecting me from that. Whatever it is, it's going to flow the way it's meant to flow. Just don't put the expectations on it and the attachment to it, because that's when you get frustrated. And some of you are dealing with people that are they're jealous, or they're envious of the success that you've achieved, or whatever it is that you've been working towards that other people know about, that there's some type of envy there. So just be careful. I know I said this the other day. Just be careful. In reality. I agree, Dory. It is BS these days. I'm just like, I laugh every day. I'm like, this is not my fucking life. I don't even know what this is anymore. I'm like, this is a shit show. Oh my god. But yeah, so it's showing that some of you have been like going round and round in your head, or you've been like, how like if you're walking a fucking lap in the gym and you're just going around and around. Some of us are contemplating, some of us are actually exercising, however it works out. But it looks like you finally stopped. Like you finally received clarity. Whatever it was you were waiting on, if it was to move forward, you got whatever clarity it was that you needed to make the decision necessary now. So just be careful with the people you're dealing with. If it is work things, make sure that you're looking through your contracts. You're looking through, if it's a house, a car, whatever it is, make sure you're going through everything clearly, because there's somebody that you're dealing with that has a lot of deception, envy towards you, okay? So just be very careful. And again, I got the same card again. I don't know what's happening with you guys, but again, I got contract again. So whatever it is that you're going into, and contract can be a commitment, it can be marriage, whatever, people have partners that are jealous and controlling. So however it resonates for you. But this person here, it's not that they don't have anything. It's not that they don't have a good life, and they do. It's that they want what you have. They want something that you possess that they can't possess. So whoever that is, or if it rings a bell, just be careful with that, okay? And whatever it is that's happening for you, there's going to be some type of disruption. But the disruption is going to bring a form of clarity. And for some of you, it is a relationship. It is a male figure. So this might be just a male that's going through this, a masculine energy. But whatever this disruption is, it's going to bring back balance. But this individual might be the person getting hurt, or vice versa. But this storm is meant to clear the path. And some of you are going to be getting unexpected communication, unexpected information, unexpected visitors, whatever. Just prepare for the unexpected. So if you're working on business shit, plan for whatever possible outcomes that you're just like, this shit could go left, this could go left, this could go left, so that way you have a backup plan. And if it's a relationship or someone you've been waiting on communication from, the communication is going to come in, and it's apparently, like I said, it's unexpected, but you're going to be through the roof. There's 33333 here, if you've been seeing any of these numbers. So whoever this is, you're going to... I'd like to say on cloud 9, but it looks like they're fucking beyond cloud 9. So if this is something that's been long awaited, just be open to it and hold space for the other individual, but at the same time, be careful, okay? Because I don't know, it's not showing me if this is the person that's, their true intention is to be deceptive or hurtful to you, but there's someone in your energetic field, and it came out twice, so it's important that you're focused on who it is that's around you. And when you get this communication, it might be some type of communication that might break your heart, it might be hurtful or whatever it is, but ultimately it's going to clear the air in order for things to get to have a rebirth, to have something renewed, okay? So maintain self-discipline. And I know sometimes that's hard if you've been cut off, if you cut somebody off, or if you're just like, no, I won't sign a contract unless I have an attorney look at it, or whatever it is that you're a stickler about. Maintain that, okay? Maintain your self-discipline, because that's how you're going to get to where you need to go. You can't just go with everybody else and what everybody else wants you to do, because that's not going to work out in your benefit. Now, again, There are some of you that have a spiritual path, and there is a spiritual partnership that's coming your way. Now, it doesn't have to be a relationship. It could just be business partners. But they want you to follow your dreams, because when you start following your dreams and you start standing in your power, you're manifesting the life that you want. You're manifesting everything that you've been working towards. But you have to be confident enough and believe that you're capable of doing this. You can't just say, oh, I want to do this, but I don't know if I'm good enough. Or I want to do that, but maybe it's not going to work out. No, you have to just go for it, because right here they're showing they want you to do that. You can't just keep playing it small and hoping that some miracle, if you're a model and you're just like, oh, well, I only post pictures on, fucking a small ass platform that nobody really goes on, and somebody will find it. No, like, put your shit everywhere and maybe somebody will find it and you'll be discovered. So, however that's working. Now, others of you have been kind of stuck in the mud. There's a decision that you've needed to make that you've been kind of dragging your feet, or you just haven't been wanting to make the decision. And they both seem like good options. It doesn't seem like you have bad options. But they want you to go deep within, because right now it's like whatever you were working towards, you feel like it's kind of just at a standstill. It's like you're just not seeing the progress. You're not seeing what you've been putting your work in. You keep working and working, and you're like, I just don't see any results. And that's part of the whole stepping into your full power, because that's how you feel right now. Just, you have to make that choice and go for it, because you create your life, you create your heaven, you create your hell. And you can't blame other people if you're not successful, because you're not putting in the work. You don't have the faith within yourself. Fuck what anybody else thinks. Everybody in your whole family, your whole life can tell you you ain't shit, you ain't never gonna be shit, I don't believe in you. Cool, believe what you want, but you need to believe in you. You need to know that you create everything in your life, and you can do any and everything that you want. Because they're showing that there's someone that, if you're looking for finances or some type of banking, there's someone that's going to come and help you with that. And for others of you, it could just be someone that's well off, that maybe you're going to start a relationship with that individual. But you do have abundance coming in from that. And they want you to be very careful in the decisions that you're making. Don't act out of emotion, because when you act out of emotion, you make hasty decisions, or you say something that you might regret after, and then you don't know how to come back from it. So be very careful with whatever it is that you have going on, and choose your words carefully. If you need to take a minute, say, let me get back to you. I need a minute to think about this, or I need to gather my thoughts, and then I can respond, okay? They might not like it, but at least this way you'll have, God, my words leave me. You'll be able to better formulate what you want to say, okay? As opposed to just reacting to whatever they say, especially if they said something that pissed you off and you want to tell them to go fuck themselves and go to hell. Maybe not the best option, because it'll probably just shift everything. So try to keep that in the back of your mind, okay? Because there's definitely going to be a new beginning. So don't be worried. Just believe in yourself. Have faith in you. Now, this is the last pile here. And again, like I said, everything is synchronicity and divine timing. Spirit wants you to allow Spirit to work. And I know, because it's hard, and we want it now, because that's just our fucking generation. It's like, hey, I did this, I want the reward now. And it doesn't happen that way, because Spirit wants you to learn things. There's lessons in your life that you're meant to learn. There's things you go through because it's important for you to understand the process. Maybe if you came from a poverty mindset, and you all of a sudden, let's say you hit the lottery, and you never really had, God, what's the word? No one taught you how to deal with your finances. So you blow fucking hundreds of thousands or millions of dollars, and now you're back to where you were. So it's important. So if you get money, it's like, okay, well, we're going to teach them how to handle their finances first. So maybe that's why you went through the things you went through. If you suffered any financial losses, it's because you have to learn to spend money wisely. Everything that we have here, we could buy everything in the fucking world. We can't take it with us when we die. So it's just, there's voids. We have voids that we want to fill with shopping and shit that we don't really need. We're like, oh, this is nice, let me buy it. Oh, that's nice, let me buy it. And then later on, you're like, oh, I'm going to get rid of this. I don't like it anymore. So money it's like everything else. It's energy. It comes and it goes. Don't have an attachment to money, because it's something that's there. But whatever it is, whatever lessons you've been going through, some of you are actually having movement, like moving. Excuse me. So some of you might be actually moving. Others of you, it might just be changes in the household, changes in relationships. Like I said, progress in business. But whatever it was that you just went through, it has a completion. It was for your personal growth. It was to help your soul develop into something more, okay? And understand what the lesson served. So it's better to lose small than to lose big. So if you keep having little small losses, look at it as, what can I learn from this loss? And how can I avoid it in the future? So that way you don't lose your life savings. You don't lose everything you've worked for. There's a process and a reason everything happens in divine timing. So don't try to rush it because you want to rush it, because they're saying there are going to be financial and material changes for you. And this is something that is destined, okay? Whatever it is that you're working on or doing, or relationship that's coming, it is destined for you. So don't be afraid, but there's action that needs to be taken, or is going to be taken. And like I said, you guys have possibilities. You have many possibilities. And it's important to not jump on the first thing that comes along just because it's like, well, I've been waiting, I've been working, and I'm kind of tired of waiting and working, and you take the first offer. Now, the first offer might not be good as the second or third offer that comes along, but you've already signed a contract and now you're fucked. So take your time, say, okay, well, how much time do I have? How many days do I have to think about this before you need a response? Be smart about your decisions, because this is your life and this is your journey. So you always want what's best for you, but you have to be willing to say no and turn things down if you genuinely feel like this is not going to be fulfilling to me in the long run. Don't just think about right now, I want this and I need it. Think about long-term fulfillment, because that's going to be the beginning of your journey. And some of you have to declutter your house, or just cut off a lot of toxic people in your life. The people that kind of steer you away from your divine path, the people that enable your bad habits, those types of people that are kind of shitting on you, or like smile in your face, talk shit behind your back. You have to start clearing these people out of your life. And if you have a bunch of shit at home that you don't need anymore, clear that shit out too. You don't need it. Get rid of it. Donate it. That's what I do with everything. I donate everything. Like, take it all. I don't want it. But pray. Okay, pray. They want you to pray because they're there, they're listening, they're waiting for you. And they can't just intervene in your life if you don't call on them. So I literally every morning I call my spirit guides, my angels, everybody and their mother. I call in the mornings to help me on my path, to clear everything out of my way that's not for me. And that's what's going to bring it in. And if you've been praying for a relationship, that commitment is coming. Okay, so like I said, if you can't see it now, don't think it's not going to happen and just be like, fuck it, I give up. It's coming, but it's not happening in your time. It's happening in Spirit's time, so you have to respect it, okay? I'm sorry. You have to respect it, but this is something that is destined to be. So if you've been fighting it, you've been avoiding it, you've been afraid of it, whatever it is, look deep within you and see what it is that you're afraid of, because none of us are afraid of love. Love is a beautiful thing, and it's a beautiful feeling. We're afraid of the heartbreak, the pain, the craziness that comes with relationships and people that haven't healed their shit. So whoever you are, if you find yourself that you're whole and complete, that is what you're going to attract. If you attract someone that's still crazy as shit, maybe you're still a little bit crazy and you might want to work on that. So you have to kind of look at both sides of everything, okay? Everyone that comes into your life is a mirror. There's something that you see in them. Girl, that's the best thing to do. You don't need none of that old shit. All that bad energy, old energy. Get rid of everything and just start fresh. I'm with it. That's some shit I would do. I'd be like, oh, buying everything. Bye-bye. So if you've been wanting that commitment, it's definitely coming for you. Okay, it's coming towards you. Just be patient. I'm sorry. Spirit's like, it is what it is. This is their shit, their show. We're just the actors in it. So we got to do what we got to do. But there is going to be truth. There's going to be clarity. Just be patient and work towards it. And please don't act out of emotion, okay? Definitely just collect your thoughts. Gather your thoughts before you open your mouth. Chakras, third eye chakra needs to be worked on. There was so much purple here today. It was crazy. And the sacral chakra, also, some of you have blockages in there that need to be worked on. So those are the messages for today. I hope they resonate with you. Thank you so much. I love you guys. I really have missed you, and I'm happy to be here again. So, like I said, I still have a lot of stuff happening right now, so I'm going to be on here. I'll probably be back on tomorrow, probably around the same time, depending on what's going on. But thank you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good rest of your day.